We are Valley News Box, independent media and only real news. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube. Coming up, breaking news. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We are Valley News Box, breaking news and events all across the valley. It was tough getting here, but we have arrived. We got a lot of areas cordoned off. We are on the scene of a mid-air collision between a small Cessna plane that you see off in the distance and a helicopter, which is off to our right, and it has crashed into some bushes. Sadly, we don't have an aerial view to get that. However, we are on the scene of a mid-air collision of what appears to be a Cessna that you see off in the distance that did make a safe landing. However, to the right, a helicopter has crashed. We are hearing early words. We cannot confirm it just yet that there is 2 people on board that possibly did not make it. We are trying to confirm that. This happened about 45 minutes or so ago. Unfortunately, like I said, it was hard to get to the area. They had it blocked off fairly quickly. Once again, we are on the scene of a mid-air collision, Chandler Municipal Airport. As you can see in the distance, the Cessna was able to land fairly safely over in a dirt field just outside of the runway. However, unfortunately, it sounds like, and from what we saw of earlier video, that the chopper was not as lucky. Stay tuned.
Is this the best view, or is there
Hang on one second. Good. The chopper's off somewhere in the bushes back there. Actually, I take that back. I suspect it's probably right behind where that Cessna is. It's hard to see though. It's almost impossible. You know, from a helicopter. On one of the choppers.
you think on this side or so?
Yeah. Yeah. We attempted to get back there and couldn't. And the reason I also suspect is there was cops right by the Amazon parking lot. Everybody was trying to pull in there, and he was blocked, sending them in the opposite direction.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Look, people line up over there.
Yeah, that's all the media, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
they can see.
Yeah.
Well, all those people are over there. I bet you can see the chopper. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody like, yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Well, did they open it now? Looks like they did. And they closed it all off over there. Over there where it's actually at. Just want to see some hold that on the back. Just try not to move it because I'm zoomed heavily in that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us again. We were a little late to the scene. It was tough getting there. They had everything blocked off fairly quick. We have Chandler Municipal Airport here, a small airport in Chandler, Arizona. Mostly Cessnas, helicopters, and small aircraft. We understand that a Cessna plane that you see off in the distance and a helicopter crashed midair, most likely landing or taking off, crashed midair. The Cessna was able to land in the dirt field just outside of the runway, and a helicopter, which we're trying to locate and see if we can get any footage, off in the bushes to the right of us. And we may attempt to walk that way. Once again, we are Valley News Box, breaking news and events across the valley. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We appreciate you joining us. We are trying to get word on the condition of the two people that apparently are in or were in the helicopter. We are hearing, and I just want to make sure and reiterate that we cannot confirm it. However, they're saying that possibly the two people in the helicopter did not make it. We do want to try and get confirmation on that, so we are working on it. But from other news stations that were here and in Chopper in the Air, you can see that there was not what appears to be very much left of the helicopter that crashed into the bushes. A large black area right around the helicopter. So once again, we are trying to find out, confirm here at the Chandler Municipal Airport exactly the conditions of the two individuals likely in the helicopter. As you can see in the distance, the Cessna did land safely in the dirt field just outside of the runway here in Chandler, Arizona. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We appreciate you joining us. We're always live 24/7 on valleynewsbox.com. All right, everybody. We have several confirmations from officials that, in fact, 2 people in the helicopter have died from their injuries in the crash. Once again, we did hear that there was a mid-air collision between the Cessna you're seeing off in the distance and a helicopter here at Chandler Municipal Airport in Chandler, Arizona. Now, I'm going to zoom out just for a second here and give you an idea. Bear with me a moment. So, right over in this area right here, and it's private neighborhood, and private streets, gated communities, so we could not get any closer than we are currently right now. But it appears somewhere right in this area approximately is where the chopper crashed into a line of trees. And once again, we have confirmed that 2 people passed away from their injuries. Our thoughts and prayers are with their family and anybody that knew these people. Once again, the helicopter crashed in this approximate area. We have seen a lot of activity on the fence line right in this spot. And again, it appears it's directly across the street. We are right next to a huge Amazon warehouse here in Chandler, Arizona. Like, share, and subscribe. ValleyNewsBox.com, Valley Newsbox on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as Getter. And we can tell you that they've opened up pretty much the roads that were blocked off all around the airport. However, they've moved their attention likely where the helicopter is and where NTSB, I'm sure, will be, if they aren't already, on the scene, and still have certain area blocked off in this, just behind this location here. And as you can see, we have what looks to be investigators are walking the field where the mid-air collision likely happened, looking for any kind of debris or evidence. Right now we are seeing 2 individuals. And just to give you some perspective, they're in the field just to the right, or to the left rather, of where you're looking. The Cessna came to rest. The people in the Cessna were able to land safely in the dirt field just outside of the runway here at Chandler Municipal Airport. Unfortunately, the helicopter that did crash is across the street outside of the airport gates. And we are able to confirm, unfortunately and sadly, that the two individuals on board the helicopter did not make it, and our thoughts and prayers go out to their family and friends. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. Valley News Box, live breaking news and events across the valley. We are zoomed in as far as we can possibly go, and just to give you some perspective, these are inspectors, probably likely NTSB or some kind of investigators. We are zoomed in pretty heavy, got as close as we possibly could to the scene. We do have, let me try and zoom back in here, a Cessna that did safely make it in the dirt just outside of the runway. Bear with me as I locate it again and zoom in. And as you can see, the Cessna safely landed in the dirt, once again, just outside the runway. It was a mid-air collision of a helicopter and this Cessna in the distance. The helicopter is outside of the gates, off in the tree areas off to the right. And sadly, we have been able to confirm that two people on board the helicopter have died in this incident. Our thoughts and prayers, again, go out to the family. Like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it. Anybody that's in the area, Queen Creek, road is able to go in one direction. However, it still seems to be blocked off where the helicopter crash happened right after the mid-air collision. No, I know. That's why. Yeah. Like the NTSB. All right, everybody. So what we're going to do is let you listen in, all the news media and everybody, as well as the public information officer across the street. And we tried our best to get a different location. We are going to let you listen in briefly to exactly what happened this morning and what they can confirm.
All right, old man, what's your first? Sergeant Jason McClimans, MCCLIMANS, Chandler Police Department, PIO. So this morning, roughly 7:30, we got dispatched to a mid-air collision between a helicopter and a plane here at Chandler Airport. We arrived and located a crash scene just south of Queen Creek. We can't confirm 2 fatalities in this mid-air collision. It involves the helicopter. The plane was able to land safely, is my understanding, at the airport, and it is currently located in the middle of the runway. The airport has been closed down for takeoffs and landings, and we're waiting the arrival of NTSB and the FAA to turn the investigation over to them. I don't have any information on the cause of this incident. We're asking people who possibly were in the area that witnessed and or may have the video recorded this incident to contact the Chandler Police Department at 480-782-4130. Obviously, this will help us and the NTSB and FAA come to a final conclusion on how this tragic incident occurred.
How long do you expect the roads and the airport to be closed down for?
So currently we have the road between McQueen and Cooper on Queen Creek closed down. That'll be probably for the next 4 to 5 hours. We have the accident just south of Queen Creek in the field. And the airport, as my understanding, will be probably for the next 5 hours as well. And if you want information on that, please contact our city PIO office. They have more information on airport operations and procedures.
How many people were on board the plane?
I don't have any information on that at this time. All I can tell you is that they were able to safely land.
You guys had a crash here like 2 months ago, almost in the same area. I think your units were the first on scene. Was that the same this morning?
Yeah, we usually arrive prior to the fire department, and but obviously the fire department has the the equipment to extinguish fires and do the life-saving procedures in a major accident like this. All we carry is fire extinguishers, and unfortunately, in something like this, the fire extinguisher is not going to help out. So, but yeah, we were the first to arrive. Obviously, our officers in something like this, it takes a toll on them, and we'll be calling out most likely our critical incident stress management team to talk to those responding officers. We are human beings, and we see something like this, it does take a toll on us.
How does this compare to like a car crash or something? Obviously, mid-air crashes don't happen all the time, but I mean, what's the difference when you pull up and see something like that?
We respond to car crashes quite often, so we see those, something like this, and there's fatalities involved. It's a shock to us, and that's the reason why the officers take it pretty hard. So, no matter who's on board, obviously, it's taken pretty hard.
Can you talk about, is this a busy airport? Is there a lot of air traffic around?
I don't have any information on how busy the airport is. I mean, I've heard that we are one of the busiest smaller aviation airports in the country as far as takeoff and landing numbers, but I don't have the specific numbers on that right now. Good?
Thank you.
You can always call me. You have to have any question.
All right, everybody, and there you go. So again, the police do confirm 2 fatalities in the helicopter just outside of the airport. Once again, in the distance, the Cessna, it was a mid-air collision between a helicopter and a Cessna. The Cessna was able to land safely just outside the runway in the dirt field that you see in the distance. However, unfortunately, the helicopter and people on board, it was 2 fatalities. We don't have any other information as to who they are or the pilot or the passenger information. We hope to get that at some point. Once again, we are at Chandler Municipal Airport here in Chandler, Arizona. And we are going to wrap things up here shortly. Once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the 2 fatalities, the family of the 2 fatalities on board the helicopter. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Getter, Twitter, and all social media as well as Instagram. Thank you for joining us. ValleyNewsBox.com, live breaking news and events all across the valley.